And it's absolutely shameful that it was the US Supreme Court that has been able then to take a trend during the age of the Obama administration to slap us all right back in the face, to think that it is the corporate overlords that really get to rule the day. And this should not go unresponded to, which is why we need to pass Proposition 15.
I've had the experience of talking to a colleague, making all of my points, making all of my compelling arguments. I know that they're rock solid. And at the end of a half hour, 45 minutes, he'll tell me he's sorry, but he already gave his vote to a lobbyist.
We had an oil severance tax on the floor, an oil severance tax. Even Sarah Palin has it in Alaska. We're the only state that doesn't have it. But because big money speaks and big oil speaks, we couldn't get the damn thing off the floor. That is shameful.
As I was driving in and thinking, about the money that really drowns all of our voices out. And I thought about the rain, and if you just think of all the raindrops as little dollar bills that are just pounding you down and keeping you out of the event, or keeping you away from doing something that you really want to do. That's really what it is every time it rains, think about all of the corporate money that's going to thwart your will and give you misinformation.
And literally, when you are a progressive legislator or you're trying to create new laws in California, you can have lobbyists that are 6 or 7 or 20 on one against your bill. And I know that all of the legislators here have had times when they've had a bill, what's called on call, on the floor or in a committee, where they're trying desperately to get the last few votes that they need. And it's sort of like holding a paper cup with a hole in the bottom and just watching all of your votes trickle out as lobbyists pull people off the floor or off the committee dais one by one and change their minds.
I believe truly that this is probably the most important issue that will be on our June ballot. It has to do with beginning to break the stranglehold of special interest money on our democratic process and restoring a democracy in which there is equal opportunity for ideas and for people, both to run and to have access to the people they elect. It is going to be a tough election, and we're going to need your money and your time and your hearts and your minds, because we have only one group in opposition, but it has deep pockets. It's the Association of Lobbyists. And they know this would be the beginning of the end for the very strong power that they have in Sacramento, in Washington, D.C., and in state capitals all over the country.
Because of the very clever way this is going to be funded, this impacts nobody's tax dollar. No taxes will be raised, no taxes will be used. But the idea that we would raise the fee on lobbyists in California, which is at the bottom of the 50 states right now, $12.50 a year for a lobbyist to register, we'll raise it to $3.50 a year, and that will be more along the lines of the national average.
Seven states now have fair elections, public financing, and campaigns in 2 cities. It's worked extremely well there. Maine and Connecticut, where they have it for all offices, over 80% of their legislature was elected with fair elections without spending a single dime of private money on their campaigns. That changes everything, because they do not have to be afraid of the lobbyists.
We will not take what the U.S. Supreme Court has done. We expect Democrats and Republicans and independents to uphold the very expectation that they do not become beholden to corporations and to resign themselves as if they capitulate that this is the way it has to be. I disagree.